Hey everybody, Genesis 7 here, bringing you another Sega Heroes video, and in today's character overview video we are looking at the one, the only, the beautiful Tyris Flare. Now, in case you didn't know, Tyris is from the Golden Axe franchise, and before we go into her in-game statistics and shard locations, let's have a brief history of who Tyris Flare is. Now, Tyris Flare is one of the main protagonists of Sega's Golden Axe franchise and the sole playable character in Golden Axe Beast Rider. Tyris was introduced as a princess turned Amazon in the original Golden Axe in 1989 and was later redesigned as a religious warrior in the 2008 action-adventure reboot Beast Rider. In both of her incarnations, she is fighting against evil forces in a heroic fantasy setting, and in particular seeking her revenge on the power-hungry warlord Death Adder. And here's a fun factorino. Did you know, playing easy mode in the 1996 beat-em-up Die Hard arcade for the Sega Saturn changes the player from Cindy Holiday into Tyris Flare? With that out of the way, let's see Tyris Flare in Sega Heroes. Now, her hero color is red, her rarity is legendary, and her type is Barrage, which means she deals a lot of damage to the enemy team. Now you're probably wondering, well, where can I get shards for Tyris? Don't you worry, I've got you covered. Tyris can be found in the ultimate chest. Now, out of the 3 draws you get from the ultimate chest, in draw 1 you have a 9% chance of pulling 10 legendary hero shards that may be Tyris. And in draw 2 you have a 1% chance of getting 10 legendary hero shards. Again, a smaller chance of that being Tyris, so you've got to be very lucky to get those 20 shards from the ultimate chest. She can also be found in the survival chest with a 0.25 chance of getting 4 legendary hero shards. And she can be found in the survival shop. Spending 120 mega survival tokens will net you 4 Tyris Flare shards. Now let's have a look at Tyris's abilities. Her max skill is Dragon's Breath. Tyris Flare summons a dragon to lay ruin upon her enemies. Now, this costs 12 mana to use, and this deals elemental damage to each enemy, of which increases as you level up Tyris. It also creates 5-turn elemental sword tiles of strength, of which increases again in power as you level up Tyris. Now, as you can see, looking at Dragon's Breath, you want to keep those sword tiles alive and kicking because they are going to do your damage over time. Now, her star skill is Purifying Blade. Tyris Flare's enchanted sword lands a savage blow. Now, to activate this, you just need to match a red star tile. This deals physical damage, of which increases as you level up Tyris, and it fortifies up to 2 random friendly sword tiles. So basically, any of the sword tiles that are on the grid will be protected by a bubble, which will give it an extra hit before it disappears, which is great to keep that chain going of the damage that the sword tiles do. And her passive is Fire of Axurian. As the last living member of the Axurian Sisterhood, Tyris Flare ignites her team's thirst for battle. Now, at the start of a turn, this increases the strength of a random friendly sword tile and increases its duration by 3 turns, and any friendly fortified sword tiles on the grid will deal extra damage. So essentially, her passive is supporting both her max and her star skill to give them the full potential, but this also will help out any other characters that can drop sword tiles on the grid. In particular, the blue hero from Streets of Rage, Axel Stone. Tyris Flare, Axel Stone, these guys are going to be best friends on the battlefield in Sega Heroes. You want to use these two together because with Purifying Blade, with Fire of Axion, with all the sword tiles on the grid, you can be doing some devastating damage over time, and you'll be getting the max potential out of Tyris Flare. And for those that are interested, her max power is 70,030 and her max health is 267,865. Now again, just looking at those skills, she's all about the sword tiles and supporting anyone with those sword tile abilities. Again, Axel Stone, Tyris Flare, use them together, you'll get great results. It'll do some pretty hefty damage over time. Use them together, I can't stress that enough. Now that's everything you need to know about Tyris Flare in Sega Heroes. Again, thank you for tuning in, and until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.